What's up guys, Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back with another video, and today we've got tons of bodybuilding topics to discuss, including Juan Morel's daughter found alive, safe and well, Breon Ansley update with plenty of photos from him going up, also Derek Lunsford 6 weeks out of the Olympia looking outrageous, and a 2020 Olympia points standing system update. They've changed it a little bit for next year, so we're going to go over that and find out. But we're going to start at the 2019 Tampa Pro because day one has wrapped up and we have some results coming in for you guys as well. So let's get straight into that. And I'm not going to go deep on this video. Tomorrow, after the men's bodybuilding and all the other classes are finished, then I'm going to go deep on these divisions and really go into them all. But in the figure, we had Nicole Zenobia Graham taking that one out. Men's physique, we had Carl Presson-Diu. Honestly, these names for some reason the winners are so hard. And then in the men's classic physique, we had Abner Logan winning. In second, we had Ricky Moten. And then in third, we had Logan Franklin, who was making his heavily anticipated men's classic physique debut. And then in the 212s, we'll go through the top five here. We had Shane Stewart in fifth. We had Austin Carr in fourth. Guy sister Nino coming in third. Zane Watson second. And John Jewett in first. And it looked like a pretty close sort of like top group. I mean, Austin Carr, outrageously small waist, looks sensational. Guy sister Nino really brought conditioning at this show here. Zane Watson, conditioning, shape, looked fantastic. And John Jewett, who I actually predicted to come in second and Zane Watson to win this one, he comes in first. Even with his CPAP machine not working at all, he comes in first here. And he was probably the most complete out of everyone, I'd say, in the show. But moving on, next topic, guys. Juan Morel's daughter. Now, she was missing. It looked like she ran away. Juan has basically posted up that she has been found. This is only about 3 to 4 hours ago, guys. So very, very happy about that because she is 17, almost turning 18. And Juan posted up this image with the caption saying, "Just an update for everyone. We found Destiny and we are happy to have her back. Thank you everyone for everyone who helped find her and all the support we got from everyone." So Juan Morel, super happy to have his daughter home and back. And I'm sure we'll get probably a little bit more story about that. And I'll try to get Juan Morel also on the channel just to do an interview pre-Olympia and get his thoughts on a few things and see how he's doing for the 2019 Mr. Olympia. Next topic, Breon Ansley. This dude is looking sensational and he looks like he's going to be very hard to beat in the 2019 Classic Physique Olympia. The updates we're getting from him, we got some the other day and I decided to post him up because he's looking just outrageous, but he's still looking really good. He's posting up more updates. You can tell he's confident about the way he looks, and it looks like he's going to be coming in a little bigger this time around as well. And under the last video I did, we actually had one of the people there that actually trains in his gym and said he is looking better. Like, it's not just the photos leading up to it, he's looking better than previous years, which is really cool to get that bit of insight as well because he's seeing him in person, which is really cool. Now, Derek Lunsford. Now, he is the favorite going into the 212 Olympia, and with good reason. And the last 2 weeks, the changes this dude has made has been just mind-blowing. He's looking absolutely sensational. Looks like, 2 weeks out rather than actually 6 weeks out. And this was his issue last year. I mean, he was looking really good at this time last year leading up to the Olympia. And, he still came second to Flex Lewis. So that's nothing to sneeze at. And, take Flex Lewis away and he wins it, which is basically the situation this year. But I don't know if last year's conditioning will actually get him the Olympia win, but he looks like he's actually improved his physique a little bit and he's looking sensational. As long as he doesn't over diet, then it looks like this is Derek Lunsford's to lose, unless Huddy Chupin somehow gets a visa and decides to do the 212. Derek is looking sensational. He's at the Tampa Pro on the weekend, doing his part, supporting the entire federation. So congrats to Derek, and I hope he comes in and wins that 212 Olympia. And then he has said that he does want to move to the Open eventually as well, which I think for him would probably be a smart move and a good move based on how good he really looks. Now, the Mr. Olympia point system 2020 update. This is a big one because the point system has changed slightly, although it's still going to be pretty somewhat similar. So I'll read this out to you guys. The IFBB Professional League, along with Joe Weider's Mr. Olympia Fitness and Performance Weekend, is pleased to announce the 2020 Olympia Qualification System. The 2020 Olympia Qualification System qualifies athletes for the 2020 Olympia and runs from August 5th, 2019 to August 3rd, 2020. So that's important to note because basically any show after the Tampa Pro this weekend is a qualifier for the 2020 Olympia, which I think is a really good idea because it gives athletes that, it's too hard if, 2 weeks out you get kicked out of the Olympia because you fall out on points and you don't do a show or something. So I think that's a really good idea. But it says the Olympia Qualification System awards points to competitors placing second to fifth. Depending on the division, the top 3 or 5 competitors with the highest point totals qualify to compete in the Olympia. Ties are broken in favor of the competitor with the better placing, and in brackets says the tier levels are also taken into consideration. Athletes are not moved up if a position becomes vacated. So let's go over it. So it basically says more than 25 contests in a division here on the right. Classic physique, men's physique, and bikini. Now let's look at the rules for those divisions. Who qualifies? It says only the overall winners of the Olympia will be granted automatic qualification for the following year's Olympia. So only the Mr. Olympia or Miss Olympia will qualify for the next year's. Everyone else has to requalify. So you got Tier 1 contests, which is the Arnold Classic America, Arnold Classic Australia, Pittsburgh Pro, New York Pro, Toronto Pro, Chicago Pro, Muscle Contest Brazil, Tampa Pro, Portugal Pro, Yamamoto Cup, Vancouver Pro, and Japan Pro. So I don't know if that means that men's physique and all these divisions are going to be these particular contests, or maybe they might just have 2 of them. I'm not too sure, but that would be a change because I know the Arnold Classic Australia previously hasn't had men's physique, and it may in 2020. So the way the points work out for that one: for second you get 8 points, third you get 7, fourth you get 6 points, and fifth you get 5 points in those ones. Tier 1 contest winners in each division earn an automatic qualification for the Olympia. So out of those Tier 1 shows, if you win, you're in the Olympia. Winners receive an all expenses paid to the Olympia as per diem. Winners receive automatic pass to the prejudging round. So I think in the Olympia, the way it works is basically you go to the prejudging, then I think it's the top 10 or top 15, then they go through to the finals. Tier 2 contests, and that's all other contests. So any contests outside of those ones I mentioned above, they are Tier 2, which is second place, you get 4 points, third place, you get 3 points, fourth place, 2, and then fifth place, 1 point. So there's a considerable points difference between placing fifth in a Tier 1 show where you get 5 points and placing fifth in a Tier 2 show where you get 1 point. Then it says Tier 2 contest winners in each division earn, so Tier 2, you earn a qualification actually for the Olympia if you win anyway. So that's very, very interesting. So men's physique, you basically win in all these other classes that I mentioned. So men's physique, you've got, what else is there? Classic physique and bikini. If you win, you are in the Olympia, which is really, really cool. But it doesn't, I'm not sure if you actually get paid for the Olympia. Let's read on together. Top 5 in the point standing also qualify for the elimination round. Athletes will be responsible for their own travel expenses, and participation in the elimination round will be held immediately prior to the prejudging round. So the advantage of winning a Tier 1 show is you get all expenses paid to the Olympia. If you win a Tier 2 and qualify that way, you have to pay your own way by the looks of it. No individual routines will be performed. Athletes will be brought out. Groups will be judged, compared accordingly. The judges will narrow the elimination round down to a number of athletes so that when combined with the Tier 1 winners and previous year Olympia champions, there will be a total of 25 athletes for the prejudging round. Okay, so we've got basically a thing prior to the prejudging to nail it down to 25 competitors. So you could qualify, but you'll be qualifying for the elimination round, which is prior to prejudging. Whoever makes it to the prejudging round from the elimination round will have a certain amount. Okay, so you get refunded your tickets. So if you qualify by doing a Tier 2 show, if you pay for your tickets to the Olympia and then you get to the prejudging round, then AMI will reimburse you for your travel costs. Those 25 athletes will begin the prejudging round where they will perform their individual routines and then go into the comparisons. The top athletes after the prejudging round will move on to the finals to be held in the Orleans Arena and the Joe Weider stage. Very, very cool. Very, very cool on that information. So good to get some clarification on that one. Now, the other divisions, you got men's bodybuilding, you got 212, you got fitness, you got figure, and you got women's physique. Let's go over that. Who qualifies? Top 5 from the 2019 Olympia. So if you place top 5 in 2019 Olympia in these divisions, you qualify for the following year. Winners of each contest. So any contest, you qualify and go straight through. Not like the actual classic physique, men's physique and bikini, where, if you get first in one of the tier 2 shows, you go to an elimination round at the Olympia, if you choose to go to it, and then you can qualify to go into the actual Olympia prejudging and then finals. And then top 3 in the point standings qualify for the Olympia. So let's go over it. Tier 1 contests. Arnold Classic. Second place, you get 10 points. Third place, 9. Fourth place, 8 points. Fifth place, 7. Tier 2 contest. Arnold Classic Australia, Arnold Classic Brazil, Pittsburgh Pro, New York Pro, Tampa Pro, Prague Pro, Toronto Pro, Yamamoto Cup, second place. It's basically just a point less for each, 2 points less for each placing there. And then you got tier 3, which is Chicago Pro, Vancouver Pro, Portugal Pro, Japan Pro, and they get 2 less points per placing as well. So 6 points, 5 points, 4 points, 3 points in those shows. And then you got tier 4 contest, which is 2 points less again for each placing. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1. So there it is, guys. That is the 220 qualification series for the Olympia. And also, guys, make sure you tune in to our video tomorrow going up about the 2019 Tampa Pro. Actually, for some places, even in America, it's not even tomorrow. It's actually much later on today, about 18 hours, 20 hours from now. The next video will be up, which will be a full wrap-up of the 2019 Tampa Pro. So make sure you tune in for that, guys. Appreciate all the love I've been getting for you. If you want to stay tuned, obviously, hit the subscribe button, hit subscribe, then tick that notification bell button. You'll be notified of every video that goes up from Desktop Bodybuilding and myself, so you won't miss out on any of the action. Also, if you appreciate these videos, give them a like, give them a thumbs up, and just comment and let me know what you think about all these topics, how you think that people should have done, or potentially, someone who could have placed higher in the Tampa Pro or anything like that. Just let me know in the comments, guys. And thank you so much. I appreciate all the support and all the love from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. For Xavier Wills, Desktop Bodybuilding, we are out.